Advantage 125th episode today. May 30th, 2025. We've got a great episode for you today. Great episode today. How can it not be a great episode? It's the beginning of summer. It's the beginning of summer of 2025. Everybody's getting ready to have a good time. Don't forget, if you got questions with regards to taxes, go to the website, thepremiumadvantage.com. I know it's past the date, but some folks fall behind. Some folks have questions for next year. If you have those, don't forget to set up your complimentary appointment. Okay. Our host, myself, Roberto, Premium HTX in all social media. And our co-host, Mr. Jacinto,
I just
coming out of nowhere.
Boy, my arms are tired. This is awesome.
Out of nowhere.
Hello.
Where have you been? I haven't seen you forever.
Man. I came from back over there. Over there.
Oh man! Don't forget we took a hiatus week trying to prepare, trying to
DJ
update
hiatus.
The interesting thing is, or ironic, I guess it's maybe ironic that we're trying to do daily episodes and then we had to skip a week to try to reset and see how we get to these dailies.
I'll drink to that.
We're getting there though. Topics of the day, we got some local updates and some SportsCinto situations with regards to the sports. So forget, this is a concept. The Premium Advantage is a concept to help save time and money in taxes and insurance. So watch the episode, get the information, whether or not we speak about insurance specifically and anything in particular. Don't forget, there's always the website. Go to the website. There's a solution there for you. Okay, keep that in mind. Moratoriums are lifted, but with these storms, with the way things are, you never know when moratoriums could come back. Last year we had about 10 moratoriums during the year, so keep that in mind. Insurance is not available all the time, especially when the storms are.
Do you know?
Before it was zero moratoriums per year. Now it's like well, we'll see how this year goes. But
can you remind our people at home what a moratorium is?
Moratorium is when insurance companies stop altogether taking insurance applications and insuring folks because of a storm, typically, or something like, or some kind of elevated risk situation. So they stop taking applications during those high risk situations. So don't get caught in those.
See that? Stay informed, folks. Storm season's coming.
All right. So trying to keep the episodes concise, trying to keep them short, trying to have information that is relevant to folks. So right now what we're going to reintroduce is a little bit more of the concept of the road to the World Cup.
Yes.
Road to the Barbecue 2026.
Yes.
So we got to the event lineup. Don't forget, go to the website, shishimedia.com, the main producers of this event.
XIE.com.
May 25th, this is the lineup of events so we can go through what the experience has been so far. Comedy night at the beginning of the month. Comedy night at the end of the month.
Get that.
Bam!
Bookends. So we roll.
And the concept is, if you engage with these events and you have these adventures, your insurance and taxes, you should be more informed and you should be making more informed decisions with regards to how those work. Hopefully, that's one of the strategies. All right, and then tomorrow, St. Mike's Production, we're going to be doing a little bit of photography, having a little bit of an event, celebrating the beginning of summer, a birthday party as well. So trying to put it all together, streamlining.
We had that Cinco de Mayo event. That was awesome too.
Yep. That was an attempt. We had mariachis come out over to Bad Astronaut. We had a super good time. All right. So don't forget, these events are continuous. We have the June lineup coming up, July lineup coming up. All through the year, we're going to be lining up about 3 to 5 events a month with local places so that folks can experience Houston and have a good time while they save time and money.
Come out to Net Bar tonight. That's tonight, Friday, May 30th, 8 p.m. We got comedians, legit. We're excited for the show tonight.
Start the summer off with a good laugh.
That's right.
All right, so SportsCinto, what's up with the sports? What you got for us?
That's my theme song. Shout out to my TikTokers. All right, y'all. So a lot of interesting stuff happening in sports right now. NFL, NBA, MLB. We'll go through the line. So what's our first slide? And these are kind of out of order, I think. Oh, so first MLB. All right, so right now, these are our current standings. Look what we got here. Look what we got right here.
Tell us.
The Astros were coming through. You know, I'm starting to believe a little bit. At the beginning of the season, if you hadn't noticed, I wasn't too sure. We traded away some of our best players. We've moved things around. It was a little bit sketchy. And even our players got moved around. You know, our captain, Altuve, got moved to left field. And statistically speaking, he has the worst arm in the MLB. The worst arm in MLB.
So hold on, let's touch on that. Let's touch on that topic a little, because statistically speaking, and it's like who's statistics in that situation? Because if he comes out a winner in left field, if something comes up, it's like, whoa, what's up with these statistics?
Analytics, right? So the MLB puts these numbers together. They keep track of all these things. There's so many new categories, and that's one of them. Is the ability to throw, not just throw hard, but to throw people out, throw accurately, throw to smart, hitting your cutoff, little things like that. They figure all those things out to come up with these stats.
Gotcha.
And statistically speaking, that's why I said statistically.
Yeah, but so it's that feels like there could be a little manipulation here with regards to the data.
It's like a Moneyball situation. Do you remember Moneyball, that movie? Yeah, with Brad Pitt. So Moneyball is a true story. In the movie, the GM there, Billy, I forgot his last name, he went against normal baseball norms and said, well, look, this guy...
Normal baseball norms.
Normal baseball norms. Because normal baseball norms would say, you're supposed to, if this guy is hitting 1,000,000 miles, hitting 1,000 home runs, then he's your home run hitter.
Sure.
But he had surgery in his arm, so he can't throw, right? So what do you do with him? Oh, he's tainted. You can't use it. No, he can play first base. He can't throw.
Switch him around.
Right. So little things like that. That was revolutionary in the '90s when this guy Billy did it. That's what that movie is about with Brad Pitt. It's a great movie. Check it out, Moneyball. But now it's become just huge with all these stats. So, like I said, statistically speaking, Altuve has the worst arm in the league, but he does so much more everywhere else that doesn't factor hugely. So anyway, the Astros moving things around.
Good.
Right, we went through Seattle. We flew through them. It was awesome. So this is who's ahead of us right now.
Okay.
It's still early in the season, so but the teams are finally fanning out, or the real teams are showing who they really are. The interesting part this year is the Detroit Tigers. They're killing everybody right now, man. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty fun right now.
Did you hear something?
I heard something, but I don't know what that was. We
we
typically don't have audience
mice
members.
here? There are mice here. There's mice here or something.
There's nieces in the house. All right, so that's plural of mice. So yeah, so the just talking about the AL, right? But that's where the Astros are, so that's all that matters to us. Because over the NL, the only thing that matters over there is the Dodgers, so I'm not worried about that. And of course, Shohei Ohtani is probably the greatest player we've ever seen. So that's a whole other story.
What happened with him last season?
He got injured, but it was just he couldn't throw anymore. So he's batting.
Right.
But he just had a throwing session the other day, and he was just messing around.
Yeah.
They had the actual players out there, like the real good players, just to see what he could do, and he was striking them all out, dude.
Oh, no kidding.
It's ridiculous. I mean, he's just messing around. 98.
Yeah.
Just like 99, just tossing. Sure. Oh my God, the guy hits 500-foot home runs and throws 100 miles an hour. It's just not even fair. So anyway, that's
with both arms.
That'd be serious.
No, he doesn't do both arms.
He's whack. But there are some guys who can throw with both arms.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, some professional pitchers.
You should learn. He's got 2 arms.
Why not?
I'm just saying, if you're just starting your career,
especially
you're gonna start and finish with the same arm.
I mean, if you have the genes, right? If science says that the ligaments in this arm are super amazingly tight for you to throw like that, they would make sense. Why not learn with the other arm, right?
I mean, and then also it creates a little bit of unpredictability, right? It's like, oh, he can throw like this with that arm, but it's like, hey, I don't even know how I'm gonna throw it at you with this arm, but it's coming.
There's the rules of baseball with that. They've actually had, I've seen this before, where there was a pitcher who could throw with both arms, and a batter who could bat on both sides.
No kidding.
So because there's a favorite, it depends on if a right-handed pitcher throwing to a left-handed pitcher, the right-handed the batter has the advantage. The other side, the left, going to the right. So opposite sides, right? So what they ended up doing is every time the pitcher would get ready to set, the guy would switch so he could get the advantage. So then he'd be like, oh, well then let me switch. And then they just kept switching back and forth and back and forth. And the umpire had to say, stop.
Pitcher stop from the beginning.
No, so what they had to look in the rule book, and I can't remember this. We have someone here who could look that up, actually. I can't remember what they figured out with that, but I don't know what the MLB rule is. I believe it goes to the pitcher. Is how that. So I think, I'm not sure. So looking up the MLB rule on switch hitter, switch pitcher, switch hitter, switch pitcher. I believe the pitcher wins. So he says, if I want to throw right, then this is how I'm going to throw.
It makes sense.
You can't change anymore.
It makes sense.
So that's how they did. Otherwise, they'd just be dancing.
Or the batters will pick the side that's unpreferable to the pitcher.
Which pitcher must declare to the umpire which hand they will use for pitching before the batter comes.
There you go. So that's
the
rule.
Okay,
so if he says I'm going right,
that's what it is.
And that's it. And then the batter gets in there and he has to stay there. So that's the rule. Awesome. See, that's that.
Bam.
Handy.
Like a charm.
All right. So anyway, that's where we are with the MLB right now. The Yankees and the funny thing is how Boston's fallen off a lot. Shout out, oh man, speaking about that, I've been complaining about Alex Bregman, us trading the third baseman from the Astros. He got traded to the Red Sox, caused all kinds of turmoil with the old third baseman that was there, Rafael Devers. There was a whole big thing, and now he just got injured, and he's going to be out for a long time.
Oh, no.
He had the same injury in 21 with the Astros. He was out for like 6 months, I believe. And then it was at the end of the year, so he didn't even contribute to the playoffs that year. It was horrible, man. So prayers for Alex Bregman, man. I hope you get better. That's horrible injury because it's a quad and there's nerve situations. It's really bad. So the Red Sox have fallen off. They were right behind the Yankees, but they've fallen completely off. So right now the Yankees are leading over there. The Tigers are in the middle, and then the Astros will be right there. I feel like we're playing really well. We finally got ourselves together a little bit. So that's what the MLB specific to the AL is right now. So
we got here ESPN
NBA
reports.
NBA reports. So right now,
3 down, 1 to go.
OKC eliminated Minnesota. They destroyed them.
The Minnesota Vikings, is that right?
No, the Timberwolves. Yeah, Vikings is NFL.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey.
That was good. That was a good guess. So this right here is our MVP. I called this at the beginning of the year, by the way. If you don't remember, I'm going to try and find that clip. SGA, he's Canadian. He is the MVP, no doubt about that. He is just a vicious player. He reminds me of Allen Iverson the way he plays, because he has super long arms and he's not super tall. I think he's like 6'2", 6'3", something like that. But he has super long arms, so he makes it look ridiculously cool when he shoots. Anyway, they destroyed Minnesota. They destroyed Minnesota. It was like up to like 40 points. It was nasty. In the last game, when you have to give everything you got, you get destroyed by 40, and then the coach pulls the starters out at like the end of the fourth quarter. Like, dude, I don't know what's happened to the NBA, but back in the day, that never happened. I mean, hardly ever was there blowouts, number one. But number two, it feels like teams now, coaches now, will give up in like the end of the fourth or the end of the third.
Because they know what's up.
Steve Kerr did it against the Rockets. He pulled his starters out in the third
just get out
quarter.
We gotta get out of this.
We'll just go home and go to sleep. We'll deal with it tomorrow. Like, what? Back in the day, man,
push through everything.
You go till the whistle, till the last whistle. You kill yourself to win this game. So anyway, the state of the NBA is weird right now.
Because I guess there's a double strategy there. Keep this in mind, right? Keep this in mind. If you let up the pressure, the other team also gets a little bit of rest, and they get more practice time to some degree. You know what I'm saying? But if you keep the pressure, and you make them earn every single point, and then both teams should have an equal level of fatigueness. But I guess they're like, no, we're not gonna play that game. we're gonna play that everybody's relaxed.
The home team situation factors with the playoffs too. So if they're like, all right, we're getting killed at this other arena, let's just go home, get our own home cooking, and then we'll play in our own arena and play better tomorrow. So that's it. Quick.
Makes sense.
No, that's right. All right, and this is my favorite slide, man. KB, you see this slide? This is such a good slide. I love this slide so much, man. So
what's happening?
This is Reggie Miller from the 90s playing against the Knicks and destroying them and doing that to Spike Lee and I guess the rest of the fans. So this is Reggie Miller and Spike Lee talking trash, standing up, screaming. Reggie Miller and it was awesome. And so after he killed the Knicks, he did that. He killed the Knicks and did that. Then the next, this is Halliburton, who plays for the Pacers now, same team, playing now, who just did this against the Knicks a couple of games ago. So then he turns and points to that man who is calling the game. He's calling the game for TNT.
Oh, really?
So he's there. That's him right there.
Oh, that's you. I'm not kidding. That's for you.
That's him in his 20s. That's him in his 40s.
Oh, wow. That's
yeah. So
killed him.
After he killed him, he pointed at him, and he pointed right back. Like,
Have fun. That's
awesome.
That
was awesome. That's why I love this slide. It's such a cool slide, dude.
You're on it.
But now here's the interesting part of that. This picture, and I sent this to our production team to put this on our slides. Yes, our production team to put this on our slides, like 3 or 4 days ago. And since then, the Knicks have crawled themselves back. Last night it was a crazy game. The Knicks came and won that game. So there's a lot in going into this game. The Knicks and the Pacers could possibly go to Game 7. That's what the Knicks fans are hoping. But I think it's going to be done in 6. I think the Pacers are going to win the series. But I don't know, man. I mean, this is going to be interesting. And there's always something great about New York and Indiana when they play. Like that Reggie Miller time, it was amazing when that was happening, man. So So good things happening, weird things happening in the NBA, but it's a fun time, man. It's awesome.
Sure. Thank you, TNT. Thank you, TNT, for the report.
Shout out to TNT. All right, and really quick for NFL, the only thing that matters in this Houston-based studio in NFL-wise is, of course, the Houston Texans. All right, so this is our schedule already set up for next year. We're super pumped about the season next year. So nothing major to look at here. I mean, other than our team rivals, because they've made some changes. The only thing that really kind of worries us is the Colts, because the Colts are always a wild card, and they are a wild card for us, not necessarily a wild card team, but they're always a wild card when it comes to playing against them, because they're in our division. Sure. So it's very important for us to win, and they always seem to put those games at the very end when it really, really matters. The last game of the season last year was also the Colts.
No kidding.
And it was super huge for us to win that game to get first the home advantage.
This is supposed to be random, huh?
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Supposed to be. But no, but the NFL, they randomize it, and then they go in there, and then they handpick stuff.
Oh, really? Is that right? Oh,
and
maybe they got good results in that game. That's why they picked them in the end.
And also,
it's a good matchup.
Yes, you're right. And then also,
I'm just saying, it's very improbable that if these are random, that the team is going to end up at the end again.
You're right. You're absolutely right. So I think, and then part of that too is they consider matchups, also TV schedules.
Oh, got it.
I think TV schedules are more important than the fans to them nowadays, so they consider where the TV needs to be, how they need to do it, which networks are broadcasting what. But as of right now, this is what it's going to be. Also, the times are all going to be changing, because if we're kicking butt at the end of the season, we're going to start getting games at 7 p.m., 8 p.m. instead of noon. Right, so NFL's weird, man. They're all about money. So if they're making money, they're gonna figure out a way to put the team in there in that spot. All right, so that's all we got for SportsCinto this week.
It's time to take a pick, man.
Take a pick.
Trying to keep this episode short. Somehow, go to the website at premiumadvantage.com, set up an appointment, get in the episodes, go to the events. Insurance and taxes should start going down.
Yes,
see
sir.
A little bit over there. See there.
Oh, 1, 2, 3.
Damn. You got a haircut.
Straight
up, dude.
What else? Anything else?
Shout out! We're supposed to do the shout outs over the picture. Who you got?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So, shout out to Chatting with Chelsea. Chatting with Chelsea. Check it out on Fox 26. It's a really cool TV show. It's a talk show. All things, right? So, this particular show I just did yesterday. We taped yesterday at Fox Studios. It is a nutrition and fitness-based episode. So they have sushi chefs cooking some healthy food, and then they have me, Captain Trainer, giving some just general advice. My episode's real quick. It's just like basic stuff you can do at home real quick. I just show a couple of exercises. Super simple, but shout out to Chatting with Chelsea for having me on. Appreciate you.
Shout out to Beruti Pro. Beruti Pro has been supporting the team with regards to the website, with regards to the strategy, with regards to the slides. So thank you very much, Beruti Pro, for the updates and the upgrades. Everything else that comes along with that. That's the end of the show. See you guys next week. Happy summer. Happy summer.